Hey, friend, I want to talk to you today about feeling off. And I know we've been talking about that a little bit lately, but I just want to reassure you you're not alone. But let me say this clearly: distraction is not just annoying, it is a spiritual weapon. And it's designed to delay your destiny. So, today we're going to expose the enemy's strategy of distraction, reclaiming your discernment over it, and pressing back into the presence of God, where peace and clarity and purpose live. Okay? You see, the last couple of weeks, God's been talking to me about distraction. And, I would get a little bit and a little bit, and I knew that He really was wanting me to pay attention. And, uh, I was distracted. And that is exactly his point. But I sat down with him. And if this resonates with you, I want you to take it back to God and talk to him about it, because he started talking in a different way than he normally does to me. And he started talking as if um, he was talking to you through me. And so I really want to impress upon you the importance of taking this back to him and having a discussion about it. He gave me Psalm 32:8. I will instruct you and teach you in the way that you should go. I will counsel you with my eye upon you. Um, he wants to talk to us. He wants to instruct us. He wants to teach us things that we need to know. And he wants to guide us down the path that he has created for us, right? And so he's always watching us. He's got his eye on us, and he wants to counsel us. So that verse just really resonated with me. And then I got Jeremiah 29:11. I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not harm you, to give you a hope and a future. And that is what God promises us. Whether we acknowledge it or not, you've probably heard that verse lots of times, but grab hold of it and own it, okay? I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, to prosper you. He wants to bring good things to you. And he doesn't want harm to come to you. And he wants to give you a hope and a future. This is not about hustle, and it's not about perfection. God is asking us to draw near so that we don't miss the whisper. But when we're constantly distracted by our phone or our schedule or our thoughts, we miss the prompting, and sometimes we even miss the divine appointment. Well, then he told me that the enemy operates through distraction, delay, discouragement, then doubt, and then it's dismantled faith. He's subtle. The enemy is subtle, and he'll use comparison, busyness, fear, and exhaustion, just sheer exhaustion, to get us off track. Ephesians 6:12 says, "We're not fighting flesh and blood, but spiritual forces in the unseen realm." If you've been feeling overwhelmed, confused, or just off, that's not always just life, it's warfare. When we get distracted, we aren't focused on what we're supposed to be doing, and it delays the project or the business idea he gave you, or maybe you're supposed to write a book, right? Then we're down the road and all discouraged, and we're asking God, "Why, God? Why is there nothing happening? Why aren't we going anywhere, God?" Then we go into the God, maybe you didn't ask me to start a business or write a book. Well, when you know deep down, he did ask you. He has talked to you about this. But we begin to doubt, and then our faith starts to diminish. So you see how it's a whole cycle that the enemy gets us in this spin, and we're not even aware that that's what's going on. We must not have heard him right is the one thing that that gets me almost every time, right? When I start this whole distraction thing. And I've walked this road too. So I know that it's not fun. And I think that's why he wanted me to share this with you. So I'm going to say this next part with love. Stop scrolling and start stewarding. Now, I know it's easy to fall into the trap. I mean, I use my phone, I have a Bible app on there, and inevitably, I go to look something up about whatever I'm reading, and I end up doom scrolling. It's so annoying. You grab your phone to check just one thing, and suddenly, 45 minutes later, that time's gone, and it's wasted. You've scrolled past someone else's vacation and someone else's weight loss and someone else's, highlight reel, whatever it is. And now you feel behind, you feel discouraged, and you feel unqualified. But can I gently challenge you? That time, it was meant to be sown, not scrolled. God's not mad at you, okay? I don't want you to think that he's mad at us. He's not. But he is inviting us back into the assignment that he gave us. Not hers and not hers, but ours. Because the truth is, if it's not bearing fruit, it may not be from God. We have to start asking, is this producing peace or pressure? Is this helping me walk in my purpose, or is it distracting me from it? Is this leading me to trust God or depend on other people's approval? And Jesus tells us in John 15:5, I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I remain in you, you will bear much fruit. But apart from me, you can do nothing. Apart from him, we can do nothing. We can do a lot of stuff, right? But it's fruitless. It's empty. It's exhausting. And friend, busyness, it doesn't mean blessed. It does not. It might mean distracted. So here's your invitation. Pull out your journal and ask God, what have you actually called me to do this week? And then write it down. When you look at your schedule, if you look at your habits, right, and even your screen time, and start eliminating anything that doesn't support what he told you to do, what he's called you to do, and start stewarding your energy, your ideas, and your calling, not scrolling past it. And let's talk strategy, not striving, but spirit-led strategy. One, I want you to turn your phone on Do Not Disturb, all right? And just for a period of time, it doesn't have to be always. And guard your peace like it's priceless, because it is. Two, I want you to get in the Word and start declaring it out loud over yourself, over your family, over your home, over your finances, over your situation. 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7 says, God has not given us a spirit of fear. I know when God gives us plans or ideas, they can feel scary, right? What are people going to say? What are they going to think? What if I goof this up? God hasn't given us a spirit of fear. Okay? All right. 3, do a margin audit. And what I mean by this is what's in your schedule that's not from God? And does it bear fruit? Does it glorify him? If not, let it go. 4, we're going to return to the secret place. As I was writing down what God was saying to me, I heard him say this, and it really touched my heart. He said, if you fall asleep when you're talking to me, know that you fell asleep in my arms. I already knew that you needed that rest. I'm not mad. I'm delighted. You chose me at the end of the day, he said. Whew, that wrecked me. It really did. Because don't we feel exhausted sometimes, and we don't even necessarily know why? So just know, yep, I got sweaty eyeballs over that one again. But here's the truth. Distraction keeps you from discernment. And discernment isn't just knowing right from wrong, it's knowing right from almost right. God gave us the gift of discerning the spirits. That's First Corinthians 12. So we can collaborate with him, but discernment needs space. It needs stillness. That's why you feel off when you're overstimulated and under surrendered. So, if you want to go deeper, I do have a mini course that's called Stop the Spin, and it helps you identify the lies that you've believed and that you can replace them with truth from God's Word. It is an impactful course. It's a mini course, so you could do it in a weekend. You could do it over 5 days. And I'll put the link below, but I think you would really find it valuable to help you kind of get back on track. And today, I want us to say enough with the distraction. The spirit of delay and fear and distraction, your time is up. Because an enemy exposed is an enemy that's defeated. Friend, you're not crazy. You're in a battle, a serious battle. But you've been given the victory. So take back your peace, take back your mind, and take back your discernment. You are a daughter of the King, and he's got great plans for you. So comment below, same, if you're feeling any of this. All right, I'll see you next time.